Geeks, let me talk to you. We might be in the new golden age of Marvel Legends. Let's go. All right, so hear me out. Before you start bashing me in the comments, before we get those good arguments going, listen to what I'm saying. It's a question, not a statement. Are we in the new golden age of Marvel Legends? Now, why am I asking this question? All right, it's April 2nd that I'm recording this. As of today, Marvel's already released 25 figures. Some could say that's good, some could say that's bad, but that's a lot of figures. Now, the high point here is out of those 25, very, very high quality figures. You would think there would be a lot of bums in there. Off the top of my head, I can't even single out who the bum is. Another good thing, pinless joints were introduced, I don't remember if it was at Comic-Con, but anyway, 2019, they were announced, and we got them in the Old Man Hawkeye, Old Man Logan set. And if you've been following this channel, and I'm sure other channels, I've been complaining about the sparing use of them. They introduced them, and you were hard-pressed to get them. 2023 was the year where you started seeing probably about 50-50 pinless joints. 2024 has started off with a bang. We've gotten 2 complete waves, and both of them were all pinless joints. You had the Spider-Man retro card back wave, all 6 had pinless joints, top and bottom. And right before that, you got the X-Men 97 wave. All 6 were pinless, top to bottom. Even some new sculpting in there. Now, outside of those 2 waves, we've been getting the 50-year anniversary Wolverine figures, and we got a lot of them. Mostly pinless. There's been some reuse of that lower half Wolverine with the chains with some pins. And I think it was the Hulk, or no, Sabretooth had pins in his legs. But for the most part, pinless. With Psylocke and Elandra, we got a lot of new sculpting. A lot of good new sculpting. Then there's the paint apps. A lot of these figures, especially in the 50-year anniversary figures, the paint apps have been a lot better. The hair has a wash. If you look at Psylocke, she's got deco all over her body. Same with Elandra. They're both great. And I won't say those are deluxe figures. They came in 2 packs, but they were reasonably priced. Wasn't $40 per figure, so you can't call it deluxe. So those were 2 regular figures in 2 packs with great paint apps. Tombstone, same thing. Paint apps are great. I can go on. Accessories. Hasbro hit a few lows with some of those Spider-Men, but overall, accessories have been up a little bit. We've been getting hands consistently, energy effects, nothing special, but there was a point last year where I thought they were cutting back on the accessories almost altogether. I'm going to call it a wash in the accessories though. I'm not going to really say it's been an improvement, because when you look at it, a lot of the Spider-Man figures did not come with spider accessories. The wall crawling hands, the web shooting hands, web effects, those should come with every Spider-Man. So I'm not going to say that that's a plus or up this year. We're getting some next level head sculpts so far this year. That Joe Fixit head sculpt, I got to go back to the Polaris, both of those head sculpts. Lalandra's head sculpt's really good. Lalandra's head sculpts both look awesome. I know a few people were talking in the comments saying they prefer the old head sculpt. I have never really looked at that one close up. I have them in box. I'll check it out. But whether that one's better or not, these 2 were phenomenal. The eyes were great. The scan technology is great. It looks really good. Get up close, not pixelated. We're getting a lot of multi-packs. With the Spider-Man 16th anniversary, we got mostly single figures. Avengers 60th anniversary, they give us a good amount of multi-packs, but Wolverine, they're throwing it out. I like that. I think with the anniversary figures, we should get more bang for our buck. Now, a lot of re-releases. End of last year, we had those Infinity War re-releases with a few minor upgrades to it. Earlier than that last year, we had the Black Panther re-releases. We got World War Hulk, I think it was in November. Now this year, we've got the Evergreen figures. We got Iron Spider and then Iron Man. They're supposed to be available all year round. Those are essentially re-releases. They just announced the Deadpool and Wolverine re-releases. Even though the Wolverine is not packaged the same, it's combining 2 former releases. You're getting head sculpts from one package, body from another. They're putting them together. I'm not bashing Hasbro for this. Actually, I think it's smart. It used to bother me, but now I see if they can bring in new revenue and help out the newer collectors, it's only a good thing. And you can tell by the amount of figures they released so far this year, it's not stopping the production of new figures. As I said, 25 in 3 months, which is insane. I just started collecting wrestling figures, I think in the past year and a half. And Mattel does a lot of re-releases and updates and upgrades. And I'm always thankful for them, because wrestling figures You think Marvel Legends get expensive on the aftermarket? Try collecting wrestling figures. So whenever they announce a re-release, I'm happy because if it's a figure I wanted, I go out and grab it. And it got me thinking, why do I get mad when Hasbro re-releases figures, even if they're not updated, but I don't get mad when Mattel does it? Selfishness, because I want those releases. And then I realized, hey, same thing with Hasbro. They're new collectors every day. I'm gonna stop complaining about the re-releases. As long as it's not only re-releases. They're not for me. They're for the new collector, and they're a good thing. Now, so I beg the question, are we in the new golden age of Marvel Legends? Here's my counterpoint. All this goodness that I've talked about, it seems to be coming at a cost. We are now in the 4th month of 2024. We've gotten 25 figures in the Marvel Legends line. We have had no BAFs, not one. And I know what you're thinking right now, the Void, Void was a December release, December 2023. It is not a 2024 figure. And so far, we've only had 1 BAF wave announced. In 2023, we got 8 BAFs in 12 months. So that's more than 1 BAF every other month. So what does that mean for 2024? We got 8 BAFs in 12 months. So that means 4 months we didn't get a BAF. So to match the 8 from last year, we'd have to get a BAF every month starting this month. I don't think it's gonna happen, especially with what hasn't been announced yet. You'd think we'd have a few announcements, but so far, we've only got 1 BAF wave announced, the Zabo BAF wave, and that was just announced. It may drop early, but it's probably gonna be another at least month or 2 before we see it, so that's getting into May, June. So we may make it halfway through this year with only 1, at the most, 2 BAFs. So all the things I just celebrated in the beginning of the video, is it coming at a cost? Can it be a Marvel Legends golden age if we're losing the one thing that makes Marvel Legends legendary, the BAFs? Marvel Legends were cool when they first came out, but when they started releasing the BAF waves, it changed the landscape of action figure collecting. Everybody had to have it, and every other company wanted to copy it. So now, we're looking at Hasbro increasing their profits by giving us a ton of 2-packs and retro card back wave after wave after wave, which really a lot of them aren't even retro. That Spider-Man retro wave, I can't think of anything in there that was retro. It was all modern figures. It kind of blows up the whole theme of retro card back. It just means now that they're packaged like they used to be. But, you know, people picked up on it last year, but it seems to be getting worse. The retro card back and the 2-pack onslaught is a way to save money on including a BAF piece. It's less plastic to pay for. It's a whole nother figure not giving away for free, a big figure. It makes the package lighter, but we're still paying the same prices. Now, in my opinion, it was okay when we get a retro card back wave every once in a while. I think maybe 3 or 4 years is good, but we're getting a lot of retro card waves. They're just coming. Like the Iron Man wave that just came in. We don't have a proper comic version of the Crimson Dynamo, which Marvel Select just released. That would have been a perfect wave to give us a Crimson Dynamo. He's not that big, a little bit bigger than Iron Man. He's nowhere near as the Crimson Dynamo they gave us a couple years ago. We don't have a Titanium Man at all. Deluxe, BAF, regular size, none. I have the version that came out in the Iron Man line from Hasbro a few years back, but I haven't opened it yet. But they could have given us that. Heck, we could have got an updated Ironmonger. The Ironmonger BAF from a while back was a little bit small. But you're getting my point. I don't think nostalgia trumps value. And on the Iron Man wave, a lot of people are pointing out, it's on the retro card back. It's not really figures from the cartoon. They're kind of throwing one-offs in there. And yeah, I like the figures. I love Count Nefaria. I love that She-Hulk. Love that Whiplash. I want it bad. But that Iron Man repaint, even though it's not, he has a skirt now, that could have been a single release or something to come along later in a 2-pack. We could have gotten a figure really from that cartoon. We could have gotten a Mandarin. We need a Mandarin bad. So again, are we in the new golden age of Marvel Legends? I don't know. I guess it depends to see how the rest of the year shapes out. I wanted to think so at first, but then the more I thought about it, if things keep going the way they are, can't call it a golden age. If we're getting more accessories, more deco, better head sculpts, the stuff we should have been getting all along, but we're getting less plastic and the higher price point, it's hard to call that golden. When you look at what Jada Toys is doing, and I know the Disney licensing fee is heavy, I feel like if Hasbro put their nose to the grindstone, release less figures in the year, up the quality, drop the price by $1, I think they'd make it up in volume. If you look at that M. Bison from Jada Toys, picture getting a Marvel Legend of that quality for $24.99. Are you going to tell me it would not absolutely fly off the shelves? You wouldn't have peg warmers. If they did a little more unique sculpting on the Bucks instead of just recycling the same parts exactly as is over and over again, the reason Marvel Legends aren't selling as well as they used to is because a lot of collectors don't want the same parts over and over again. I'm in Reddit all the time looking at these groups and I see it. People are going crazy over these Jada Toys. And Jada Toys are, these figures from Street Fighter, they're $25.99. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Sound off in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. Let's discuss this. Let's talk about the plastic. Do you think we're in a new golden age for Marvel Legends, or do you think we're heading downhill? You think it's fool's gold? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, share a link with a friend that loves the plastic Marvel Legends like we do. Join our Facebook group. Pictures up on the screen on the left side. We're in there talking about the plastic every day. And if you haven't checked it out, I've got a new member section, 99 cents a month. You're getting Throwback Thursday videos every Thursday. All right, geeks. Peace.